Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Longhorns will kick this team to get us going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Nittany Lions offense drives out there to open this game. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down by receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group.
He's in the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aller. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Screen to the wide receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on 3rd down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the 1st.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. A deep shot to the left side. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A quick throw out left, complete.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Makes the catch downfield, and he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's a shovel pass, complete. Wide receivers got it on a shovel pass. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Throwing off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And the Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. Back to pass. It's Allen. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. He put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between 2 elite running backs, 2 guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Manning. Catch made over the middle. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And, Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab by the receiver. And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
Longhorns will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll try the option play here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Allen. Grab down the middle, it's Singleton. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short in the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Pena. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's caught. It's Hudson. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pena. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
He's been sharp on these touchdown passes today. That makes 2 for him now already. He's reading the coverage as well and making the right throws.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
Penn State 14, Texas 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets them up near midfield in 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Catch made on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Slides out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking to throw. It's Aller. A deep shot to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Timeout is called. A touch strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one will be fair caught. Here comes a handoff. Makes a nice move there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Nittany Lions will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. For the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Ball handed to the running back. Now here he goes. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singleton. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Running through the tackle. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. spaced out, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle, it's Reynolds. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He keeps it on a design run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
But you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Penn State 21, Texas 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quick pass. The catch is made. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Makes it 2nd and short. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He breaks through. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Throw to the running back in the flat. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final strange things do happen in college football. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap is Singleton. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Aller. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch. It's Pena. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And he's got it, no problem. And they add to their lead.
Penn State 24, Texas 7.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Short throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
A play action, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
A perfect 2 for 2 on third downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
So second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What's another incompletion? Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure is coming. Caught by the receiver. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
At the 17-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call.
Hold on.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Leaning on the run game here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And there's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. And the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.